Who wants to get bullied by a cat? Nah, who wants to go shoot some Misamaru up your veins? Who am I kidding? I did the same thing. I literally died to the same bullet. It's unbelievable. Pull it. Got one. The problem is, like, that situation, there is a lot of traps. A lot of potential wall spots you can get yourself caught in. That was a good line there, though. Why couldn't the stack be, like, 5% easier? $5 to 10%. Rainbow Ball Nightmare? No, it's Rainbow. We're trapped in Rainbow Ball Heaven. It's the best way to put it. Listen, I could be here, or I could go get bullied by a cat. Practice Kaimata. Nope. Kaimata is the last thing I'm going to practice in this game. There's no point touching her for a little bit. Playing Violet Attack, there you go. Third person in Touhou's existence to ever play Violet Detector base. remember really hating the. I remember hearing people hate the teleporter controls. I don't remember disliking them too much. I think I complained about it like once or twice, and then moved on with it. Blah, blah, blah. You trapped myself at the bottom there. But then again, everywhere you go is a trap with this spell. Touhou players when they can dodge your books, but God forbid they have to use a teleport system. Damn it. Oh, I drifted too low. Again, it's so weird trying to do the move through the balls because it's not a straight line usually. It's almost always some sort of zig. Such an aspect on physical execution in this spell compared to most of the hard spells I've done, or hard attacks, hard parts, hard things. That's a good one. That big one just slowed down so much. Those like completely horizontal balls are really problematic. And how much they slow down that they just rock. They turn to such a downward angle compared to what they were. I mean, kudos to Zoom, because any easier in this attack would be no lenience here. It's just got like just enough going for it to make it this hard. Okay, I can kill it in 20 flat, 20.4. It's like optimal damage output. It's not easy to do, but that's good to know. Oh damn, that was good too. Till that last wave, I lost myself. Like it has a semblance of a pattern, but it's just random enough to make it really hard. Like any more pattern based, and it would be probably significantly better easier. good news is this pack will play very similarly to something like, in terms of mid-run shenanigans. To, Fearless Wind God. You're never... One of the harder things about practice is you will get, like, this attack will dull on you. And you will not be 100% in practice all the time. But when you're on a run, you're gonna be as locked in as you can be. Is one advantage you do get from this attack in a run. And that's definitely important on something like this, too. But it's not an attack where the nerves are going to kill you either. That is the good thing about the brutalist attacks being on stage 4. Is you don't really have that nerve issue. So that's something that also does help. Get helped out by it, Cope. At least once you get here enough. Right, like first run through, they get past it, you're like, ooh, exciting! Or like get up here, you're like, ooh, exciting! What's the novelty of it wears off? Which you'll do very quickly. The good thing is that it is only Sig 4. Gosh, imagine this as the fucking final. It is also a difficult skill to pick up when, on the instances where you need to go wide, the situations where you can where you can stand still for half a second to a second of unfocus to get the homing through. Just to get as much damage as you can, you have to wiggle to the side. Hello, Toaster. Also, hello, Electro. It is a really sick attack. Why would I walk right into the ball? Why did I turn off Everlasting BGM? the one thing we did not want to happen. I might be more confident going left or right here. Maybe it'd be better just to keep with what I'm at, with what I'm comfortable with. Oh, Takane, you really struggle bus sometimes. I can't believe I'm not fully comfortable and completely used to Takane by now. 3 days in, it's unbelievable. I must be washed and balding. Balls? There are several balls on my screen, you are correct. Sorry, banana walrus. Go on, Miss Fruit. There are a lot of walruses out there, but not a lot of bananas. These attacks are the kind of things that, like, I'm like, I know they're fine enough, but I just gotta get used to them. Unfortunately. I don't want to get used to them, I want to play the late game. Gotta get used to the early game. If you want to get an LNN. A little bit of throw. Wish homing existed. Wish homing was real. It's just a figment of my imagination. I never really realized the wave-based nature of this attack previously, but now that I looked at it now, I can kind of just see it. Which is interesting. Hey, there we go. So you might not enter stage 4 at max power, but you'll enter stage 4 pretty close if you don't. Too bad. Can't take charge by force, gotta play the rules. Yeah. Great. You know, I just realized about today, it's the 28th. If I'm not mistaken, Let Me Try is scheduled to come out the 28th of next month. Which means that if there's no delays, we got exactly 1 month till try. Runners when there's the Graze sound effect, but there's no Graze number to go up. Why did I do that? Did doy. Okay, so fine enough. Do a little bit of Michael. And then I might do the front half of stage 3 stage. These Michael nons are gonna deteriorate and make me go insane. This cat is going to bully me more than any other cat has. I know this 1,000,000,000%. It's mostly just because she's stage 1, but. What's my headset volume at? Not the right volume. So this is what I mean by these nuns are gonna make me go insane. I love when the AI just decides to walk away from this buff. But this game's got some good themes, and this one's definitely solid. Very solid. I said it's not my favorite stage 1 boss theme, but it is. It might be the catchiest, or at least like top one of the catchiest. I like it. It's not my favorite, but it's really catchy. Forgot about misdirecting this spell. It's not that big of a deal to misdirect. I mean, it's probably for the better, but it's also a little situational grace. I made her cry. Good. Made her cry again. Okay, let's try to learn some of the stage of this. Let's assume like 3.92 pitcher. 3.92 is fine. Now we're going into the stage. I would not be surprised if I can be at full power going into this. By the power of homing? Dude, literally broken, dude. Okay, okay. So you want to remember to just... Fortunately, it's not Touhou 20. They don't keep shooting the entire way down the screen. Of course, also just straight city. Okay, literally free? Question mark? I really was hoping for a bigger hole there. You gotta remember to go quickly here, so they start quickly experimenting. Well, you gotta learn new things. Can't just stay at stage 1, stage 2 forever. Although I'd argue, prioritize that. I wonder if it's worth starting on the... it doesn't really matter if I start on the right. Okay, so this is where it starts to get quirky. Okay. Do this again. These guys are like pseudo-aimed, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, it goes from strafe, which is great, to Oh, it goes from this into the mid-boss, doesn't it? Oh, that sucks. At least this part should, like, this part seems fun, and then it's like... Is it just this? This doesn't seem too bad. Let me give myself max power at this part. Depends on how long this is, but this isn't like... It is if you don't cut back. At least these guys are not restrictive in how quickly they make you want to jump on them. So a lot of it is directly aimed at you, but it's not all. I'm gonna be over here. We want to make sure we practice this section on the left. Because some of these bullets are not straight aimed at you. I think trying to go in a U formation is a good idea. If you can. I don't know how important necessary it is, though. Ooh. Then this is the problem. Because not only do you have to do that, then you have to do this. Never mind, it's actually free. It's actually free. Really? This section's definitely a little cringe. Especially, this is just another one of those sections that like, I just wish there was a true homing shot in this game. And not whatever this is. Not just an imposter. I guess once I get used to how long it lasts, you can know on that last section that you can just stall it out. Interesting. So they shoot the bullets, and then the bullets relock on. That's interesting. So you'll see they'll all shoot out their bullets, and then they'll go to where you are, like, but after they shoot, they change direction, which is interesting. You go like one to the right, one to the left, you go two to the right, you go two to the left, and then you do like a slow straight right. Maybe you go 3 right and then 3 left, and then you end it on the 3rd left. This nod is gonna make me feel things. Okay, so we go like 1 to the right, 1 to the left, 2 to the right, go 2 to the left, go 3 to the right. Bro, okay, then we get close. Yeah, interesting. In the taste of the tobacco, you poor lady. What are you gonna do about it? Kill me. That's what she's gonna do. Okay, once again from the top. 1 to the right. 1 to the left. 2 to the right. 2 to the left. 3 to the right. 3 to the left, and then you go slow. Okay, it's... When you start going left, you probably want to slow. But you gotta make sure you get past the gap. Dude, this fucking nod. How did I first try it? To the right, left, frick. What are you not? Yeah, it's just one of the hardest knots of the game. Just unironically one of the hardest parts of this, not just the stage, but a very difficult attack. For a number of reasons. Unfortunate number of reasons. There might be some, like, slight misdirection shenanigans you can try on that first one. This part's gonna piss me off because I'm gonna die in the middle of a run and it's gonna make me cry. Is that it? Is that the end of the save? No, there's more. Of course there's more. Is this aimed? No, this does not look aimed. This looks random. Should I be near the side to try to kill him early? This is okay. It went from okay. Okay, I see. We're really ramping up here soon. Okay, we gotta throw we gotta throw 1 mile per hour spam out here. Of course. It's at least 4 bullets on screen. You're not wrong. Frick. It's not like this section building up to it is free either, but that section... See, maybe it's free. Maybe I should do the first several zigzags, try to do quick. So I can do the last one. Is that even a good idea? Go on a while though. That is an unfortunate thing, isn't it? It does seem to last more than 2 seconds. We can play slow there. Interesting stage. I will say, I was hoping that after the first two sections of the stage, which were just complete streaming, it was going to be tame. But there is a reason this game is one of the hardest, regarded as one of the harder games of the series, one of the hardest in the tops. And this is one of the hardest shot types of the game, so ain't gonna make it easy on me. God, it's just disgusting. Okay, let's move past that and go to. This is the red guys, right? Yeah. So let's look at the fairies making a better Fearless Wind God than I am. I don't know if it's Fearless Wind. I think. I mean, I'd say it's somewhat more closer to spam. Where do I want these to be? It is a name, isn't it? Is it like there's no way partly? No, it does look to be complete garbage. Ha! If it is better to try this unfocused. I wonder if the homing would the homing do anything? Or is it better to try to play aggressive to try to kill them like that? I don't know. Ooh, Zune, what are we doing here, my guy? New spam? I mean, it's 4 years old. I don't know if it's new, but... It's slow spam. That is the thing about it. It is much slower than spam was. However, it's also, I believe, longer. But it is slower, which does help a lot. The problem is, I'm like trying something there, but I don't know if that's actually what I want to do. Why is it so long? Where's my power cancel when I need it? Just kidding. I don't believe in power cancel strats. Of course. Why? Why? Why couldn't you have just ended it there? Why does there have to be a death fairy? Oh my gosh. Oh, something. What's he do? It's also weird that in practice, that into prac, it plays us during the dark part of the stage. I don't know if I'd call it a guide. I'm just trying to see what Ubus does real quick. And when he does. The thing that has me a little concerned about this is the fact that Marissa has a big spread, wider spread than Reimu does, but it is making it look a lot better, although it's basically entirely unfocused. Interesting. I wonder if I can just rely on homing to bail me out. Literally free? I hate this. I hate you, Death Fairy. Why do you have to be real? And why do you have to be so much faster than the previous ones? Realistically, I should probably position myself a bit to the side so my base bullets can actually, like, kill some things. Then I let a dude through. I only let one dude through. Dude's real, it can hurt you. I know, unfortunately, you were correct about that. I did kind of like freak out for a second because I let like one or two through, but it only let like one or two through. So it is definitely doing something. I hate you, Death Fairy. Guys, I have a strat. This stage sucks. And it's only stage 3. It's not that long. On your first time, it feels long, but like once you get down dirty once or twice, it starts to feel better. Aimed, therefore it's not aimed though. There are times where it can look like it's aimed, but it's definitely not. If it was aimed, I could just stream it. I would be practicing this section right now. Yeah, okay. So just let the homing bail you out is the name of the game. I hate you. A lot of green bullets, you don't say. Hello, Gypsum. really want to try to avoid focusing as much as you can. By the power of Touhou hitboxes. I hate this death effect. It was Marissa. Blue Bus did, and it looked very similar. Marissa has a wider spread than Reimu does naturally, so she kills the enemies a bit wider. The homing helps because it kills the enemies on the side as well, but honestly it looks about the same with Reimu and Marissa. Because the homing still takes a little bit to kill, because homing is not the fastest in this game, and, you know, HP is a thing that exists. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it is way worse with Marissa, but it didn't look notably worse, if it is worse. Okay, that's the stage section. So what do we learn? There's garbage. In several spots, too. Okay, who wants to go die to the cat? Any in chat? That's a Kata emote. That's not. I walked right into it. Like, journal, you failed the assignment. There we go. Oh, middle. So, I guess the name of the game is going to be making sure that you don't die to the mid-boss. The Sanyo mid-boss. That's going to be probably the... On most attempts and stuff, that's going to be the line. Like, if you die to that, then I hate you so much. Have you make any emotes? Yeah, I believe there's one. One or two. I think there's one. Isn't there that Naro emote that's Michael Cat? Yeah. Yeah, those two. Those ones are really good. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. They're Naro-based. Ah! I'm going brain dead on stage 1 now. Again. I'm going brain dead in stage 1. Use no brain effort. Hope you get through. Fortunately, the stage 1 is too hard for that. The one thing we did not want to happen. That's a clown butt. That clown has nothing to do with the skin. I hate this. That's very close enough. You're right. Wow, you saying all fairies are look the same? Wow. Seems discriminatory. Unbelievable. My call would begin Tokyo HR department. You're gonna have to listen to a consent on the line. Talk to you about how you can't be saying things like that in the workplace. Shitter orbs in the night sky. I don't know. Do I look like a guy who put them there? And skies within Tokyo? I'm not the one who put them there. I don't know what the hell these guys are doing. They just exist. And if any enemy tends to shoot revenge bullets, it tends to be the yin-yang as well. Yeah, but I think the name of the game is it's really good. I guess it kind of depends on, can that spam section be done well at 3 power? I just assume it can. If it can be done at 3 power, then it's not that much of an issue, but assuming it can't, the name of most runs is really going to be if you die to Sanyo mid, or I guess the section right after, but the guys right after aren't the problem. It's the spam section that comes after that. It's just effectively, if you die the Sanyo mid boss or earlier, you probably just reset because of how power is. Unless you make up enough of it from those guys immediately after Sanyo, the Sanyo mid-boss. Maybe I should try to figure that out at some point. I mean, I'm not in a position where that's going to be relevant right now. But it's probably something I should find out. You stop going away from me. 1/3 movement to go away from me. We love that. Speaking of things I love. Is this beautiful spell? Oh, there's another one coming down at my ankle too. I hate to turn that into the new bumper crop emote, though. That final, because that is 1000% going to do that for me. Giant pyramid upsetting castle filling the sky. True, there's a lot of things in the sky. Is the are the Mjoran Templists using the Palanquin ship, or is it just kind of like parked right now in lore? hate these guys. Supposed to be part of the temple we see flying around the fighters. Well, that's what I'm wondering, because, like, supposedly, like, the temple's supposed to be, like, on the ship, right? Like, they're supposed to be kind of, like, built together. So I wonder if, like, they just, like, park the boat there, and then, like, just sometimes they take off those rides. To be honest, Fantasy Maiden War is the most I've ever seen the Palanquin ship, like, ever used in my life in a thing before. In any, like, Touhou thing. Otherwise, because, like, Genso Skydrift has, like, a map with the Palanquin ship. And, like, the fighters, like, there's a background map with it. Yippee. And, like, that's, like, it. Like, otherwise, the Palanquin ship tends to not be seen or used much at all. Ever. Those beautiful memories. What? Who? Huh? Who? Where? What? Why? I think that was closed today. Sunday went on. We're also on a Sunday cruising. Well, maybe they take the whole. Maybe they take everyone with them, right? Like everyone who's a part of the temple. Like everyone who's a part of the Mjorn temple. Do they live at the temple or do they live like nearby? Super Mario RPG Touhou. Ah. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, Shoddy. I'm making this attack frisky right now. Mickey's trying to get some, if you know what I'm saying. Disciples. I'd assume the full-on ones do. But I'm curious about, like, other people. So, hello? Sho, Marasa, hello? Nazrin, Kyoko, hello? Like, the big names at the fucking Mjorn Temple, hello? Sho do exactly? I don't know, point at things and tell Nazrin go do that. And Nazrin's like, sweet! Yeah, well, the people from UFO, that seems kind of important to me. Like, the actual, like, that seems pretty important, because those are actual characters that we even know. Well, like, clearly, I would argue that there are, like, people who follow the Mjorn Temple. Who believe in that, right? I say, the religion argument wouldn't be a problem. Come on, out of faith exists. That whole thing about faith, although I guess that type of faith is a little different from religious faith to a degree. Oops, I'm not on the right side. Game Glitcher, what's your views on Michael Cat? Harder than UFO? Whether or not it's harder or easier doesn't really matter. They're very. I would probably argue they're very similar difficulty-wise. Now, you should be careful about saying that type of thing, though, because there are going to be people that, if that's said, are going to have to argue with you to make sure they have a clear answer that one game is harder than the other. You know what? On Michael Cat, it's Cat. Cute Bantam. I hear fine, I hate it too. Yeah, I thought Byakuran is Buddhism and Miko is Taoism? Question mark? No, Byakuran has researched is the defiance of the religion of love. Actually, she's learned the art of the religion of Big Booba. Do we know anything about the Reimu God Shrine? Like, we know that he's seething at Reimu? Do we know, like, anything? It's realistic. Look how... Okay, I will say, her sprite up here... Like, her sprite down here is fine. But, like, this sprite up here is adorable. It's a shame her attacks are not. Okay, her first attack is cool. Her first spell, I should specify. Meow, 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 meow. Going to do numbers on my least favorite spell tier list. It's gonna climb that ladder, boy. I think we see Michael. Listen, all I think of when I see Michael is spend 80 gold for a random rare. So I'm not a coward. I'll spend 80 gold on a random rare. Hey, look, it's the greatest card in the entire game. You guys, Mad Rainbow doesn't know its name. Can't get it fake. is mad Raymond doesn't know her name, doesn't know its name, doesn't tell Raymond its name. Crazy. I hate everything in life. And ready, yes. I have the potential to get up to Sanyo. Not past Sanyo, but up to Sanyo. Perfect. The potential. That's all we need. Good speculation for Sakura guys is still mad. They're being exterminate yokai. No, I mean, Reimu is the yokai shrine maiden. He invites them all over to play soccer. Why is Touhou soccer with the gray skin full time? It sounds like it's an absolute meme. Daily? I feel like Suika lives there. Where does Suika live? There's gotta be some Suika fans in chat that know this one. Yeah. Have a good toaster. Did that section. That's the green guys. Really played that little close now, didn't I? I'm really playing all of this impromptu. Tactical. Am I slightly low on power? I think so. Light takes you back up in heaven. I don't know, they probably let her back up there because otherwise she's going to create a problem if they didn't. So like, fine, get your ass back up here before you create an even bigger mess. Not that tension to do that. Whoa. Surely there's a card left on that one. In my 3 days I've spent playing this game, I have used the enemy indicator more than I have in, like, my entire time going grinding LNNs, I feel. Oh, I hate this deck. Look at that dummy thick canoe. Look at that frog, bro. Holy crap. I get a secret stash of drugs. How the hell did Michael get her hands on Kaguya's secret stash? Huh? Hey, there we go. Holy moly. Itachi's banded heaven with Suika's light up there. Suika's nice. He brings alcohol for him. Of course they'd like Suika. I see you and the sticks. I fucking threw immediately. The moment I get to Takane. Nope, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, let's do the thing for 5 in a row. We'll start the thing. I don't know if I'll get it today. Vitality granted to it? No, that was Lunarians, wasn't it? As far as I know, the Celestials have never hit. I don't remember any of the Celestial lore involving immortality food. It does suck going from playing Touhou 10 and then playing Touhou 3, which I'm also very familiar with, to playing this where I have to like learn everything back. So like, I can't talk as much because it eats so much of my brain. Because like I just don't have everything. I don't have the game memorized in the back of my hand. I have to do so much brain power to make sure I'm trying to do each attack properly. The poor tree is getting cut. How good are the eggs that Michael has? Yep. Elixir. Well, if it just says it's an elixir, I barely know her, first of all. Second of all, well, in Touhou, there's only one elixir that exists, and that's the Orai elixir, so it must be. Checkmate, atheist. Wait, Arya's supposed to be the yokai of the mountain, like the one of the mountain that was the one where Moko got the elixir, right? Does that mean she got the elixir? Oh, imagine. She's immortal. She's gonna use her retribution to forever want to kill the Lunarians. And she got in trouble with her regard. Like, what? She has an anti-safe spot shenanigan on this spell? Interesting. Just another reason I never feel bad about safe spot tech. Because he clearly adds safe spot tech to a number of attacks. It looks like this Kaguya told the dude to throw in a volcano. Kaguya told who? You're talking, who threw in the volcano? The dude. Wow, that's specific. What, Renosuke? When in doubt, he's the dude. One of the dudes that tried to flirt with her? Because I know that she tried to get courted by many people, one of which ended up was Moko's father, right? I know there was that general that was climbing that mountain to try to retrieve the elixir, right? That Moko went with, and then ended up killing the general and taking the elixir, or drinking the elixir, right? Oh my gosh, are you posting paragraphs? Are we having cake? Why am I doing this myself? So you never mention anything but Suika losing the land in heaven. She might still have it. Oop. Okay, if you had to marry either Moko or Kaguya, which one would you do? Which one would you marry? Which one's better? I like how immediately I get different answers. I get two people with different answers. I like Moko. I'm not going to say that Moko's bad choice, but I do think that Kaguya's the easy choice here. Probably. 80%, yeah, 70 to 80%. The easy choice. Murder. Isn't the only person she killed the general, though? Right? Because, like, isn't the whole thing, like, the general, like, with an army or something was going up there? And, like, the spirit of the mountain drove the entire army mad, and so they all killed, like, each other, except the general and Moko, and then Moko killed the general to take the elixir. So all in all, she killed like one dude. Dude, she's equal with Reimu in that regard, then. It's Moko. If you had a baby with Kaguya or Moko, would the baby be immortal? I guess Erin's in the same boat, so you could include her in there too. Because she drank the elixir. Also, wait, didn't Chang, however you pronounce her name, didn't she drink the Hora elixir? Isn't she immortal? From the Hora elixir? When did she get it? Because I thought that Kaguya and Eren drank from it, because they made it, and then Kaguya got banished with the elixir. Torture, kill, somebody who's rejected. Well, yeah, that's the other question. Like, she got put in prison, but what the fuck did Eren? Eren's fine. She didn't get put in prison. She was left to realm, left to chill. Nice power, by the way. You got it, who knows, but her IRL myth. You did get it for the elixir? Okay. Good enough for me. I was also gonna say, here's a second question. If they imprisoned Chang, why didn't they just imprison, like, the elixir or something? Why was their solution to get rid of the elixir to be like, let's just, like, get it out of our sight? Surely it won't be a problem ever again. Bring actual myth, her husband got for shooting down the 9 extra sons. Serves banned? Yeah, and so is Chang, so they just imprisoned her. Why not just seal away the elixir? No, I thought the whole thing was that I thought the whole thing with Kaguya and Eren was that they both drank it, but only Kaguya got banished. Like, I thought the whole thing was like, that was a whole bit of the drama around it. Was that Eren didn't get banished for doing that. Yeah, she's like the big name of the moon, or at least one of the big names of the moon, you know? One of the founders, right next to, was it Tsukiyomi, the guy's name? Standing for him to be in Touhou 21, excuse me. Dude, I can't believe they got Eren off easier. Dude, I can't believe they just let her get away with that. Getting her off easy, dude. Unbelievable. One to the right. One to the left. Two to the right. 2 to the left. Get a 3rd to the right. Final 1 to the left. Then you got the stupid fucking mid-boss. Sucks ass. What a great attack. Also, I don't think anyone answered my question when I asked it like 5-10 minutes ago. But if you got one of them pregnant, would the kid also be pregnant? Or would the kid be also a Horde? Fuck. Son of a bitch. I didn't. I fixed that at the end. Don't you dare answer that they can't get pregnant, because I'm not gonna allow that. Oh, their bodies aren't changing. Yeah, my dick has something to say about that. Oh, this stage has so much cringe on it, bro. Honestly, I like a lot of the parts of the stage, except this. This is just ass. Like, why? Like, I'll take the green span section over that. Considering Moko and Kage's evil hobby. Well, that's true, but maybe during a duration. Well, first of all, if you got them both pregnant. But second of all, like say one of them was. Okay. You know what happens in the plot of The Perishable Night? You know who you know Kage was like, hey, you know, you guys go fucking just on the beach. You guys go entertain Moko. Plus, Moko's got more they got more, like, sparring partners now. Well, Moko does. Kage never gets out of the house, so she doesn't have her partners. But, like, we know that in the fighting game, like, what, 15.5, you know. Moko picks up some sparring partners. Like, he would absolutely kill a child out of spite. Would Aaron let her do that, though? Aaron's gone soft nowadays. You gotta remember this. This isn't the Aaron of old that killed a bunch of lunar emissaries, killed a bunch of lunar rabbits that escaped to Earth. It's the Aaron that's grown soft with humans. Shit. Confirmation about what? If you got one of them pregnant, would the kid be pregnant? Did you go ask Kazun himself? You know, there's always those, like, interviews or something that, like, come out, like, every once in a while, where it's, like, some people asking random questions. Like, there was that whole, like, smell incident, like, scent incident, where he was, Jun was talking, where someone asked him about, like, characters who smell or something, is where he talked about Yukari, how, like, Yukari would stink, right? Why don't we get any of these conversations where someone goes out there and be like, okay, who fucks the most of all the Touhou characters? Who? Like, why are people asking him the real questions? I hate this gun. You know she drank it. I mean, I already knew she drank it. Yeah, they need the heat. It brings you to your peak. What do you mean by that? Like, what does that mean? Brings you to your peak? Like, what are you edging? Brings you to the peak? Brings you to the peak but never lets you finish. Dude, the ultimate blue ball switcher. I hate to see it. No wonder why Moko's so depressed. Oh, I should get. I guess, you know what, now that I think about it, I should try this at 3 power. I guess they're going to the notion that they probably don't, that the child probably wouldn't inherit it. Question mark. Okay, this is still very doable at, I mean, I hate this Death Fairy with a passion, but it's not the end of the world. That spam section is definitely very doable with only 3 power. Let me look at this section real quick. How much? Let me actually lower my power some more. I think breaking their bodies in complete form like most section beam doesn't get back. And that also makes sense. Because it would revert it to the state it was when like the elixir was first there. We got need from the elixir. What does that mean? Yeah, these guys only drop 3 apiece, which is kind of cringe. How much is this worth? 3.14? So that's 0.5 right there. How much does the Midnon drop? I'll bomb just to figure it out real quick, because it's not sucks ass. I know I just said it like a bunch. Not like we raw dog it, just cap it once. At 3.0 power. 3.06, it only drops 3.1. So you're getting... How much are you getting from the spam section? You're getting like 0.6. Like from the mid boss to this section, you're getting like just over 0.6. You're getting, what was that, 0.12? No, 0.6. That's like 0.72. So you get like 0.6, 0.7, something like somewhere in the 6-7 range. I guess you don't really get much right here. Is kind of the sad thing. That got me what? That got me like 0.1, and you get like another 3 from that last dude. Unfortunately, like if you die on the mid, you can get close, but you don't get the full. You don't get the quite back to full power by the time you get to Sanyo. Tragically. Okay, before I end for the day, let's have some more fun with this. Let's make sure I'm max power. Okay, got a lot. Learned a lot. Got good at things. Got better. Why do you not have? Why does nobody wear shoes in this game? Oh, Takana, you're so good to me because you actually like wear footwear. Socialist. Just don't want to see them dogs. Literally free. Sometimes you make a tactical blunder with the words you say. Listen, sometimes I mean well, and I just say the wrong thing. You know, words are hard. It's not easy to get the words out in the proper way. Oh, she was dead. Dude, I'm him. Sometimes you just get, like, in the zone. Sometimes you're not. Ooh, what a crisscross. Wait, what? The Rainbow Dragon gems and the Maganos that get made into can apparently even store memories from a person, like a dead person, or can you take a person's memories with them? Surely there's like a Guna Regata. What do you mean by that? on a full description of what exactly you mean when you say that. Copy, okay. So the ability cards work out. Interesting. So the ability cards are all products of the Rainbow Dragon Gem. The gems records and such shit. Damn, I was on it for a minute. Now I'm no longer on it. It's over. I might as well retire. Stop wash. Couldn't get around it. Cards don't buy enough so they don't work unless you have auto out it. Time out of the goat. Are Remelia and Flaunt classified as yokai? Yokai category. Also, hello, Bambi. Are the Komeiji sisters classified as yokai? I assume those two are. Listen, I don't know specifics. I'm not the most familiar on yokai description. Sick. But there was a thought that entered my mind. A string of thoughts. Oops, that was an idea for John hopping around. A string of thoughts that entered my mind, thinking back to the Horai conversation. Because... It's an interesting question is if when a yokai has a kid like that or something, you know, how does it gain its powers? Because obviously there are some aspects that are passed down through whatever their like specific races. Okay, obviously both the Satoris are Satori, and actually their powers are basically the same. It's just one of them shut off their original powers. So their powers ended up being different. But with Flan and Remy, though they both share the bat-like abilities, they're both vampires, both of their powers are very different from each other. And so that makes me wonder, because they're related and their powers are so different, if a yokai had a kid, the power would, I assume, would probably be quite different. Do we know anything about Renosuke's parents? Or nothing more than he's just a half yokai? This deck is so much fun. It's just straight in my veins. Yeah, but like, it'd still be related to yokai. Species. Yeah, I believe it is a Satori thing to be able to do. Of course, Koishi's different, but that's because she's closed her third eye. Countries far away from the Oni family. Yeah, I've heard that one before. That vampires are kind of connected to OD as far as Japanese related stuff is concerned. Okay, everything. Yeah, it's, like, I'm just like I was briefly talking about the Hordai, and to be fair, with the Hordai, it's like the only ones are Lunarians, which are human, generally speaking, but slight but different race. And Moko is a human, or was, I guess, was. But then I was thinking about the other yokai, about like yokai as a whole. Things humans do, they really agree. Well, what if they did? Again, we know Renosuke exists. Are we gonna deny we're denying Manosuke? Listen, Violet Detector is my second favorite of the spin-offs. Did I love the game? No, it was my second favorite. Well, and most importantly, just because they don't usually doesn't mean they can't. Me on my way to marry my yokai wife and create a yokai army to take over Gensokyo with. Okay, let's go play some Fumble. Okay, so you would have kids. That's an important thing to discuss.